my poor Milan. What did they do to you? How did we go from winning a Scudetto to these in only 2 years? Only 2 years. It's not a long time. 2 years. See, it is happening. It is happening. Fabio Paratici is close to become AC Milan's new sporting director. Now Furlani had have a verbal agreement. That's what we know. So pretty much is kind of confirmed. Something can happen, obviously, but it is pretty much done. And okay, look, I'm sorry if I always look that I'm depressed or disappointed, and I am all for see how Paratici will do in AC Milan. So I will try to not be pessimistic, but let me just like rant, if you want to say that, a little bit about it. I'm not really happy about the choice because I would have preferred someone different, like Sartori, for example, even at this point, Tare. But that's what we got. So I already made a video about Paratici and what he did at Juventus, pretty much destroying Juventus, financially speaking. And the good stuff that he did at Juventus was when he was under Marotta. Okay, so we know that Marotta was the real brain of Juventus operations, and when Paratici took over, he pretty much destroyed Juventus with his choices and very high salaries and stuff. So is he power hungry? I am afraid so, but like pretty much everybody, I mean, that's what I feel at least. Everybody in AC Milan, it's is hungry. It's power hungry. It looks like everybody wants his own glory before the glory of the team. I don't know if it makes sense what I'm saying to you. And to me, this pretty much represents the perfect choice that this AC Milan can do. So I am not surprised. And what can I say about it? I can say that I'm not happy, but that I will give. I'll try to have hope, okay, for what is happening. So with Paratici will come a new coach as well. What are the names? The names are Allegri, Conte, De Zerbi now is a recent name. De Zerbi, what do I think about De Zerbi? I do like De Zerbi, but I think he's being pumped a little bit by the media, especially by the Italian media. He's not doing well in his current team right now, and to be honest, how patient are AC Milan supporters right now? Because that's a big thing. Like speaking for myself, but I am tired of these AC Milan. I am very deluded that AC Milan went in only 2 years from winning a Scudetto to this situation. So obviously, having a sporting director is better than whatever we have right now. Because now we have nothing, and it took 2 years for them with their vision of their whatever vision they had with AC Milan. And, Paratici is a man that wants power, right? At least we saw that with Juventus. But how is the business model of AC Milan right now? Our business model is buy cheap and hopefully you buy a good player, right? Paratici, it's one that he wants to use money, right? So you need to fund Paratici. How do you fund Paratici? By selling players, pretty much. Even if we don't need to sell players, and I hope we don't sell random players just because there is the opportunity to sell them, because we are winning the financial Scudetto. At least let it mean that we don't have to rush and sell if we don't want to sell. Now, Paratici still can't work, by the way. He can't work until July 20th, I think. And that's too late, in my opinion, because if you want to start building on AC Milan, you have to do it now, okay? So obviously, it's probably going to not work, right? It's not going to work, but he's going to tell Furlani, what to do. So Furlani is in charge of everything. Again, I am not very confident about this because looking how we have done in the sportively speaking, in the sporting way, we didn't do great. So that makes me worry. So like, what are the roles right now? Will Paratici have to go through Furlani for everything? Will they listen to Paratici? What is Moncada doing? Well, what Ibrahimovic does? All of these little internal balance that AC Milan doesn't seem to have very much. I am worried about that. Now, all these rumors and news about the sporting director and the new coach, they certainly are not good the day of the match versus Inter. But I think Conceição pretty much already knew that he is done with AC Milan, and all he can do is just try to win his second trophy, even if I don't know now. Bologna won, and most likely Bologna will be the finalist for the Coppa Italia. Milan will have to beat Inter twice. Okay, so while I am confident that maybe with a single match against Inter we have our chances, I'm not so sure about two matches versus Inter. So my hopes for these are not very high, and the whole situation that we have in AC Milan is it's kind of tragic. Okay, so let me be positive now. Having a sporting director is certainly better than whatever we didn't have right now. So that's a good thing. I don't know how Paratici is gonna go with AC Milan, but maybe it's gonna be great. Maybe he's gonna do a lot of good deals because he can't spend much, and the AC Milan will certainly will not let him spend as much money as he did in Tottenham or Juventus, and spend it as he wants. He's not gonna have full power, I believe. So that's good. Maybe Paratici under is it gonna be Paratici under Furlani? Is this because before was Paratici under Marotta? So Paratici here will have to make the choices, and then Furlani will have to approve them. I don't know. Anyway, sorry if I'm rambling like different stuff, but the coach, right? So we have De Zerbi, which is, as I said, I appreciate De Zerbi's style, but it's a coach that you need to give him time. So we can't. We have to be patient if we get De Zerbi. Can we give be patient? I'm not sure about that. Then who do we have? Allegri. Allegri, are you ready for another year of Allegri? Because if you remember Allegri when he was in AC Milan, like the supporters were didn't like him anymore. They wanted him out, and then you ask Juventus fans how they were with Allegri. So Allegri won a lot, so it is an established coach, which I do prefer having something established instead of the Thiago Motta of the situation, right? The Fabregas, all these coaches that might do great, but also might do not so great, right? Like Fonseca. Fonseca, we knew Fonseca, right? So we will talk about that more, but AC Milan have to choose the new coach soon, very, very soon. We have to start getting the players sooner than the previous years because the previous year we started the market as usual, like very late, and all the claims about AC Milan being perfectly competitive were bullshit in the end, right? Anyway, let me know what you think. Are you happy with the choice? Um, we'll see how it goes. Let's see. Let's stick together and see what happens.